You are now listening to the Friends of Rugby podcast. Relax your anus. Balls. Thick thighs. Camille Shat. Where's his neck? Eddie Jones. You're fucked, mate.
And we're back.
We're nice
Long
now.
weekend.
We're live.
We're Latin.
Here.
Yeah,
You and me right now.
we said that before, and then
The people that are listening, it's not going to be live.
not technically we are live. Anyway, whatever.
And all the rugby, to chat about all the rugby. Hello, friends. You're listening to the Friends of Rugby,
Your one-stop shop for rugby news,
the number one
drama,
rugby podcast. The podcast that
Hot
is here
takes.
for you every week,
mostly.
unless Frank has anything else going on. Anything. Like
Yeah.
if he's got to go and eat a couple of tacos at Taco Bell, we're cutting this
If I have a
thing.
bad stomach,
Yeah.
we're skipping a week.
But every week we try.
Yeah.
Every week, no matter if there's rugby or no rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know another podcast like that, but,
Most other podcasts.
no, they take breaks.
Should we take breaks?
No.
Oh, fuck. It's worth a try.
Why?
All right. I'm here. Here for you. I'm live.
You work from home.
Not every day. Just 4 days up.
God.
Anyway, rugby. How are
rugby.
you? How are you doing, Steve?
I'm sad that the Lions tour is over with.
You had a fun one, didn't you?
I loved it.
You might have been the only person
I
who
might be
just
the only person.
enjoyed it without any caveats. You know?
I loved it.
Because
There was the highs, the lows, there was the tears,
Yeah.
the laughter.
more importantly, there was some drama.
There was the drama.
The drama
was so
delivered,
good.
didn't it? Yeah.
Australia going through a crisis.
Yeah. And then coming out with some credit in the end, which is what we all want, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the history books, it'll just be another win. But
Yeah.
those that know, those that watched it,
Those who were there.
that pay attention, they know there's
Yeah.
more to it.
It's like being an army veteran, isn't it? Like people will be like, "Oh, you guys did awesome," but then the army veterans wink to each other and go, "If you know, you know."
Like the Lions when they went to New Zealand last time,
Yeah.
they drew the series. Everyone remembers the draw,
Mm.
but those that know
Yeah.
there was more to it.
A lot more to it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I did not think at any point the Lions were going to win anything. New Zealand were dominant. I'm surprised they got a draw with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you had to be there, didn't you?
Yeah.
To know that.
They knew there was some drama,
Yeah.
sketchy calls, some
Yeah.
big calls.
And are we going straight into the last game, or are we
Let's talk
preambling a bit
let's
more?
talk about some. Let's talk about some other rugby stuff.
Okay, we'll come back to the Lions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last week we talked about Steve Tandy
Yeah.
taking over Wales.
Yeah, we're going to the Wales corner.
There's more
are we?
Welsh news.
There's a little bit more Welsh news.
A little bit.
And actually, like last week, it's kind of good news.
Kind of good news.
Right? It's nice to have kind of good news because
Yes.
Luis Reese Zammit,
He's heading home.
Reese Lightning is
Well,
back.
kind of home.
Did we know he's come back to Wales? Well, we'll see.
He's not going back to Wales. He's going to play for Wales if
Yeah.
the English don't get their ways. There's
If they
rumors
get their
England might be trying to
Dirty mitts all over him.
throw some money at Zammit.
I mean,
switch codes.
I've known to switch codes.
No, switch allegiance.
Fuck, you don't say
I'm
that.
completely making this up.
Jesus Christ.
There's no
Switch
rumors.
codes. That was. I can
He's going
handle
to-
the banter about England, but rugby league.
What's the league called in
I think it's called the Super League.
the Super League?
Yeah, yeah. It's actually good.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know what you
Ugh.
think. But for a product of English rugby league, it is good. Anyway, that's
Rugby
by the by.
league should be the introduction sport to union.
Yeah, it should be.
Like it's what kids play to get used to rugby.
It's
and
the
then they-
Duplo to the Lego,
and
isn't
then
it?
you graduate into the big boys game.
Yeah. Do you not remember Duplo? It's like giant Lego, so you don't choke on it.
Yeah.
And then once you've mastered not choking to death on a piece of plastic, now you can have the intricate Lego set.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just like that. That's what in my mind. That's what league should be.
Yeah, it's Duplo rugby.
Like you should. Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to call it that from now on, Duplo rugby.
I call it diet rugby
Yeah, I like that's pretty
because
good.
it's less rugby.
Yeah, you know what? And I think you're the first person I've heard say that, and you have said that
I'm
consistently
gonna
for
coin
years.
that.
You should coin that. Diet rugby. But he's not going to fucking rugby league, not least because he'd get absolutely battered.
Do you know if you signed with anyone yet?
No, so I watched the Sky Sports interview yesterday with him, and the guy asked him so where are you going to play? And he said, I think he talks about his brother. I think his brother is his manager or his agent or something. Said we'll have that finalized within the week. I am confident he's not coming back to the fucking. He's not going to the US. Not coming back. He never played in the URC.
It would have been better. It would have been better if he said his mom. He's like, I was talking to mommy and mommy, where should I play? Like, mom really like if his mom was his manager.
Yeah,
she grounds him.
You've been very naughty in America, Reese. I have no doubt that he. Do you know what? If he goes back to Gloucester, I think that suits him. You know, they love him there. The fans always liked him there. He scored some absolute bangers. Why not go back to Gloucester?
Why not Cardiff throw some money at him?
Cardiff don't have money.
They got money.
No.
They're gonna beat the new Leinster.
You know what? When
Cardiff's
that actually happens, I'll be the first to go, fuck yeah, let's be the Leinster of Wales.
Like Cardiff's gonna like start spending money and everyone's gonna be jealous.
The day they officially make every other club in Wales a development club and they make Cardiff the Leinster, like I'll be a happy man. You know me.
Right now their biggest signing is what, Tanis de Beer?
No, that's the Dragons' biggest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about on that front. But, you know, like if you go back to Gloucester, they love him there. Why not go back to Gloucester? He's coming back from the NFL having not played a game, but with probably 600,000 in his pocket, you know?
Yeah, he's got some cash to spend, depending on how much he spent there.
Yeah.
And
he's a young guy.
The type of training, too.
Yeah.
Like now he's been sprinting, and now he's got to do a marathon. Like the physical requirements for both sports are completely
Very different. Let's talk about, because you are unique in rugby fan world because you do know a little bit more about football as in North America. Well, that's
what I grew up watching.
Right.
It would have been I would watch football before I watched hockey.
Yeah. Because I saw a comment saying he should have gone to the CFL, the Canadian Football League. He would have 100% made it. What do you think about that?
He probably would have. No. Okay, this is why he would have made it.
Yeah.
He probably could have played for a team like Toronto.
Yeah.
And the only reason why they would have put him on the field was
star factor.
Yeah. And then he would have played a couple games and then he would have been right back he wouldn't have made the CFL.
No. And the NFL has a specific pathway for rugby players, don't they? They want to poach rugby players.
Yes, they want to poach rugby players because they want to attract like this whole poaching of rugby players.
Yeah, it's not publicity, isn't it?
It's not to find new talent or discovered talent. It's to basically pull eyes from rugby onto the NFL product.
And that's not conspiratorial. The evidence is there. These guys don't make it. Christian Wade didn't make it, and Louis Rees-Zammit didn't make it. If you are 6'4" and weigh 280 pounds. And you're athletic, you've got as good a chance as anyone. But if you're playing any kind of technical position, you're not going to make it because there's thousands of athletes who are way better than you. You know?
There are some cross guys that do make it in the NFL. But the whole program is to basically get rugby players, rugby fans looking at the NFL.
And they do that by having a game in London every year. They have a game in Germany every year because they want that European market. They're just greedy bastards, aren't they, the NFL?
Yeah, I think they're good. They have such a strong product. They don't need a team in London.
No.
Doesn't make any logical sense to have a team in London.
They used to, actually. I read that a long time ago.
They want to just keep people's focus there.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have to have a team in Canada, and the majority of people that watch football now don't watch the CFL, they watch the NFL.
I was very surprised by that when I moved here. First autumn rolled around, and every Canadian I knew was betting, talking, really into the NFL. The CFL is a way smaller product in its own fucking country than the NFL.
It's like comparing the NFL and the CFL. Today's standards is like the whole league, the whole CFL league, all the money in the league doesn't even like scratch the surface of one NFL team. I was just going to
say yeah.
It's just miles, and we're a smaller country.
Yeah.
Our economy's way smaller, dollars lower. Like it just
it's just not as popular either, is it? Hockey's just more popular. I would say the Toronto Raptors, the Canadian basketball team, have way more money than, I'm going to say, all of the other CFL teams put together. I wouldn't be surprised. I met a CFL player. He came to do a little talk for one of my little work groups, and that was not his main job, you know?
The guys that delivered my new dishwasher.
Yeah.
They played for the Edmonton Eskimos. So in the off season, they have this like delivery company.
Yeah.
And they're both Americans.
Yeah.
They're huge. I asked them because these two huge guys come up to my house, and I asked them about rugby right away. I was like, "Fuck! Imagine I can get these guys to play rugby."
Yeah.
But they played for the Eskimos. I was like, "Oh,
no, they already got a job."
Yeah. So that was.
So he's not making the CFL. He didn't make the
money
NFL.
in the CFL. Like he's gonna be not making any money. Like they don't have the money to attract someone like him.
I want to get my saltiness out the way with LRZ as well. So. Two things. Firstly, in that interview, he's like, rugby's my passion, my dream. Can't wait to play for my country again. It's always been my dream to play for my country. I was like, hang on, mate. You said your dream was playing the NFL. That's what you said verbatim.
He's got lots of dreams.
Yes, like you can have more than one dream, I guess. You can have more than one dream.
Yeah.
But you abandoned one dream that you already had achieved or achieving for another dream. First of all, I respect that, you go and do what you want to do in your life. Who are we to have ownership over people's decisions and their careers, right? Fuck that. That's ridiculous. So good for him. But he does seem to change his fucking mind about his dream is every 10 minutes,
He's young.
He's young.
You did the same thing. We did the same thing.
We totally did. Yeah, and I wish I was as athletic and successful as he is. But
when I was a little child, my dream was to be a professional wrestler that wore an eye patch.
Hey,
yeah, and I had this. I saw my mother used to watch a show, and there used to be a guy, and his name was Steve on the show, and he wore an eye patch. And I thought it was the coolest thing. So all I ever wanted to do, whatever I was doing as an adult, I was wearing an eye patch.
I've always wanted to have an eye patch just because you look cool.
Yeah, look badass.
Yeah,
and
you threw me off with that one.
Yeah, so
I'm just nervous because Wales. We've been hurt recently. We've been dumped by Faye Boso. And he didn't just dump us. He went to our rival, rival, our greatest enemy.
Yeah.
That cut deep.
That
deep still cut. Hurts me. And I'm worried that Louis Rees-Zammit is going to have a new dream next week where he's like, actually, I'm English. And that was always my dream, to play for England.
It's only been, you have to be out for 3 years?
Yeah, is it 5?
Is it 3 years or 5 years? I think it's 3.
I think it's 3, yeah.
So he's close. I think it's only 2 if he stays out, if he holds out.
Yeah. Another thing I'm salty about is since he left, Wales have won 1 game in 2 years. And he talked in this interview. He was smart enough not to say, I'm straight back in the squad. But there was a little shade of arrogance.
Well, when you look at
the
squad.
tone. And then, but that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, yeah, but fucking hell, it's not hard, is it? Like to throw him back in. Because, with all respect to Josh Adams, I love Josh Adams. He's class. But he's not the right side of 30 anymore.
No.
And Tom Rogers, I love Tom Rogers, but Louis Rees-Zammit was literally the fastest rugby player in rugby. Like he had something special. And so he deserves a little bit of arrogance, but there's things which not to say sometimes. And I think he's still got that kind of starry-eyed.
He's young, he's got confidence.
Yeah.
Look at his hair.
It's gorgeous. Yeah. Anyway, welcome back.
Welcome back.
We need you, bud.
Louis Rees-Zammit.
We fucking need you. So jump back in.
He's on his way to Cardiff.
Yeah. So if he comes to Cardiff, amazing. But I highly doubt he's going anywhere near the URC, let alone Cardiff. Probably going back. And if he goes back to Gloucester, that's a good fit.
Yeah.
If he went to Bristol, I'd love that. Love a bit of Bristol. But anyway, we will see. As long as he's going to go to France.
I feel like he's going to go to Northampton.
That would be cool. Tommy Freeman, Louis Rees-Zammit.
Or he's going to go to the Falcons.
The Red Bull Falcons?
The Red Bull Falcons.
Oh,
that's where he's going to get signed to.
Where dreams go to die.
So Red Bull, let's talk about that. Red Bull bought the Falcons, or they took
4
ownership?
days ago. I'm on a BBC News website, and it says, they're about to confirm it. So it's all but done. And Red Bull are buying the Falcons with the proposed name change of the Newcastle Red Bulls. So they will no longer be the Falcons.
Oh, they're going to be the Red Bulls.
The Red Bulls, yeah. And a lot of blazer-wearing, boardroom English private school types are saying things like, why can't we just have traditional names? Then someone pointed out, Bristol changed their name. They used to be just Bristol Rugby.
Yeah.
They changed to Bristol Bears. I can't remember, there was another English team who did that recently as well. You can see the way rugby's going in terms of branding. As much as we hate it, Twickenham is now a Lions. Principality used to be the Millennium. I'm never calling it the fucking Principality.
Mm-hmm.
This is a money thing, and Newcastle needs some fucking money.
So they're going to do a whole rebranding.
Sounds like it.
They're going to have a new color scheme.
Yeah.
with the silver. They give you silver and blue like a Red Bull can.
I guess so. Well, here's the thing. You might think they get some creative freedom to design a logo that has a Red Bull in it. But if you've seen the New York Major League Soccer team, they are literally just the Red Bull logo.
Yeah, I think that's what the Falcons
That's exactly what they're going to do. Yeah, I have no doubt.
It's the Giltinis.
It is.
But in the Prem.
Yeah.
You didn't know who the Giltinis were. There's a guy named something Gary Gilchrist.
Yeah, Grant Gilchrist. Yeah. Grant
Gilchrist?
Yeah.
He
famous rich twat, apparently. Yeah.
Yeah, and everything he did had a Gil name to it.
Yeah, so the Gilgronis.
Gilgronis.
In LA, was it? And then he got kicked out of the league for being dodgy.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, get fucked, mate. So, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I think, to be honest...
Good.
Yeah, I think it's good.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Right
I can't
direction.
see a bad side to this.
The only worry I have about... The only concern I ever have about having more money in the leagues is the threat it takes on international rugby.
Yeah.
Because I can see... If you see... the NHL is a perfect example. You get to that point where these players are making so much money.
Yeah.
They don't want these players playing anywhere else but except for their clubs.
No.
And France is
going that way.
France is already it's hard to get their players out.
Yeah, and the strange thing about France doing that is it's like they're cloaking it in development. So when they went to New Zealand and the New Zealand pundits were saying it's disrespectful to send a B team or a C team to us, and the France people were saying, well, we're sending our development side. We want to develop these players to be the next generation, but I suspect there was a lot of Toulon and Toulouse going, don't you fucking dare injure Penno. Don't you fucking dare injure Dupont.
Because rugby is not soccer.
No.
Any game you play
could be your last.
Could be your last game.
Genuinely, yeah.
And
as a man who's played his last game because of,
just think about right now, James Ryan. Was it James Ryan?
It was James Ryan. He took a big old knee, a skeleton-shaped knee to the head, didn't he?
Yeah. So that
looked bad as well.
Yeah, you don't know what the outcome is. He's gonna be out for a while for that.
Yeah, no doubt.
And
Tom Liner as well, same game.
Yeah.
Tom Liner looked pretty messed up. He failed his HIA.
The amount of violence in the game, it's just. And then there's the unions there. It's like, hey, can you go play for us?
Yeah.
They're gonna be asking for some serious insurance.
You better make it with my time.
And I don't know what that insurance is, but these players, it's only gonna become to a point where the paycheck's so high that the love of the jersey is not gonna be.
It's not enough.
No.
Yeah, and you see that happening. I do think in places like Wales, that's kind of what happened. Like, we had so much pride in our jersey, and when we lost that because we were bad, and the WOU was falling around us, you could tell. But I honestly think there was an element of, I'm not playing for that shithole in terms of the WOU being a mess, for Lewis Summit, for Feiwa Boso. I do think there was an element of that. It's sad. So you're right. If I'm those guys, and I know my career is short, yeah, I'm going to take some money before I worry about what jersey I'm pulling on. You
got to feed your kids.
You do.
You got to have air conditioning.
You got. Well, yeah, you do.
Yeah,
especially in this weather. Oh, don't regret that.
Yeah, you want you can't be a professional athlete. You're flying economy.
How are you going to be a real man if you fly economy?
Yeah.
And you don't have air conditioning?
Yeah,
totally
and you're
agree.
A professional athlete.
Totally agree.
You got to make that first class.
You got to be other side of that red velvet rope.
Yeah, you got to have that central air conditioning going on your home.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, you got to be able to afford that.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't be risking your life.
Are you referencing the fact that I got AC this week and it's changed my life and I hate poor people now?
No.
Well, it's fine if you
I'm
are.
so glad you stepped up your game here.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I've got you now.
So Red Bull buying the Falcons. Hopefully they become competitive. They start pouring some money into the team.
Yeah. That's the thing. I
just hope it doesn't become a clown show.
Yeah, okay. So I've seen this before. Do you remember when Bristol basically bought a lot of good players and it worked?
Yeah. That's how it works in sports.
I don't think anyone looks back at that and goes, that was gross and capitalistic overreach. I just think they thought, hey, Bristol are cool now. And I think that hopefully that happened. Newcastle used to be cool. They did win the Prem a long time ago with Johnny Wilkinson. I don't know. It's something about the underdog of Newcastle. I want them to do well however they do it.
I think the era of underdog is slowly becoming extinct.
It is because, it's all about...
You buy championships.
You do now.
You don't coach and work your way into a championship. It happens. It's still happening in rugby right now because rugby is relatively new in the professional era.
Yeah.
But if you look at all the other sports, it's the people that spend the money. I guess when you have a salary cap, and everyone's kind of spending the same money, but still, even if you look at the NHL, there's a salary cap, so everyone's kind of spending the same amount of money.
But
it's
there's a caveat
perks.
there, and the tax breaks in the US mean that it's not a level playing field.
No,
you know.
So you got the tax breaks.
Yeah.
You got the locations. Like, where would you want to be a fucking millionaire in Winnipeg
or Miami
or New York or Los Angeles?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I would really like to be a millionaire in fucking Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
where the winters are cold and the summers are mosquito riddled. Yeah.
It's like, you know, you want to freeze your ass off, or you want to be like by the beach.
Couldn't agree more.
Where does your woman want to be?
Yeah.
You know, like,
does she want AC?
Yeah.
Does she want AC in the summer? Yeah. But yeah, like, I think you're right. The broad narrative of rugby right now is that the era of the Brighton miracles and fairy tale stories it's coming to an end.
It is.
You will see it every now and again, but it will more likely be because of money, not despite money.
Yeah.
So,
because like this year, in the biggest rugby tournament of the year, the third or second lowest spending Prem team went to the fucking European Championship final.
They did, but you've got to remember, they are relatively similar in their spending abilities in the Prem, right? There's a small margin of difference. If you look at the URC or France, the lowest spending team is fucking miles different to the highest spending team.
Yes.
Having said that, still impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's coming to an end, I think.
Yeah.
Next 10 years, we won't have plucky old Northampton Saints in a final.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, fucking letdowns.
Unless they fucking spend some money.
Yeah.
Do you want to get into the Lions?
I think we should. We've been blue balling the Lions fans who are listening, two of them.
Come on, talk about the Lions.
Yeah, I've got a lot to say, actually.
There is quite a bit of narrative to talk about.
Yeah, there is. Where do you want to start?
Oh, my God.
Do you want to start wide and zoom in?
This, to me, right now, so the Lions lost their last game.
They did.
There's lots to say about that. I think that loss turned this whole series into a what ifs.
It changed the feeling dramatically.
Yes.
Dramatically.
Especially because they narrowly won the game before.
You're welcome for Jack Morgan again, by the way. Because not only did he win a game, he won a series now. You know?
He also, like, to be fair, the Lions made a huge comeback in that second game.
Yeah.
Which they shouldn't have made.
Yeah.
Just be pure raw talent and being good and stuff. But it's just the what ifs.
The what ifs are crazy, aren't they?
And I think really there's some people to, like, if you're a Wallabies fan, there's some huge what ifs.
Or maybe it's what could be now, because I see a path for Australia that I don't see for a parallel country like Wales. I see a way forward for them being a very good team all of a sudden.
I don't see that.
I would say I don't expect them to win the rugby championship.
Because
I don't even expect to
feel like
win.
This win, kind of, because Australian rugby has a lot of problems.
It still does.
And I think this big win, this massive win, kind of takes, it's not going to, but the execs, the people that make decisions, it's going to take some weight off. They're going to think that there's weight off their shoulders.
Well, I think...
Like, oh, yeah, we're doing pretty good, guys, actually.
Yeah, they might be like Wales.
There's a negative, like, for them winning is kind of bad for Australia, because if they would have lost, there's really going to be eyes like, you guys have to do some big fucking changes here. And I think with that win, the execs could be like, whew, oh, yeah, okay, guys, you know what we're doing is kind of working, you know.
But when is Joe Schmidt leaving? Because is he staying for the? I don't think he's staying for the rugby championship.
I think
he's done right now.
No, he's done at the rugby champion after the rugby championship.
So he's staying for the rugby championship.
Yes.
I think the best thing about that is there's a baked in reason to plan. If it was Joe Schmidt's here, everything's going to be fine, because he proved again he's a very good coach. What he's working with and what he delivered is incredible.
I think this series was kind of his fault.
His fault.
Yeah.
Elaborate. Like he was
kind of like, this is the thing here with the Aussies. Like, this is the thing the Aussies can ride on here.
Yeah.
The Wallabies failed to properly prepare for the Lions. They had one game.
That was bad.
Yes.
That was a bad thing. Yeah.
Schmidt had to, like, figure out his team while he was playing the Lions.
Yeah.
So like he should have known his team.
Yeah.
And I think he was trying to figure these guys out as the series was going on.
Yeah.
And he made some bad calls in the first 2 games.
The crazy thing is, that last game they won. The second game definitely could have won, maybe should have won. First game they were dominated, and people said they were dominated because of his selections. So you could say his selections lost them the series.
Yes.
You could say that.
You could say that, but at the same time, though, I feel like to give him some credit, he was trying to figure out his team.
Yeah.
While
on the fly,
while the Lions series, when the Lions had like bazillion games, they've been together for like over a month.
Yeah,
they had time to figure out the team.
Yeah,
he had to play Fiji, and then bam, he's playing the Lions.
But one thing you can do, and I've seen this happen on other Lions tours, is the host country's coach can tactically put their players in those midweek games, and that is their preparation. I want to try this 10. Let's see how he does for the Waratahs against the Lions. You can almost mirror what the Lions are doing in terms of making the selection competitive, because if you have a good midweek game, might play in the Test series. There was so much drama and kind of handcuffing of Schmidt about how he uses those midweek Test players that it almost felt like he wasn't allowed to do what Farrell was doing. He was restricted.
I just don't know why they didn't set up like he should have had like at least 2 other games with his boys.
Yeah, that's the real issue for me. Is like one Test against Fiji isn't enough.
No.
Do you risk injury when you've got a really light, not very deep squad anyway? You have to though, don't you? You have to
play the. Like you could have played the AUNZ team. You could have played the Pacifica team. You could have played the Maui All Blacks.
Could just played Fiji twice. Honestly,
you could have played Fiji twice.
Yeah, they would have been up for
you could have done So I feel like if there was more if they would have done better preparation for this series, and Joe Smith had more time to see his players in action, this could have been a different series.
Or did he do such a good job that it looks like he did a bad job? Do you know what I mean? Like, no one expected anything from Australia.
100%.
That they got this far was all actually down to him and his short preparation time. And we kind of go, wow, you could have won that if you'd have tried a bit harder. But that was as hard. They were trying well beyond their capacity anyway, just to win a game. Because I like Schmidt.
That's a very big possibility.
Yeah,
too.
I think that's possible.
I think. Yeah, there's just so many factors in this. But if he would have had the preparation time was definitely a thing, was questionable. So what were you guys thinking? What were you guys doing? And there was players that weren't in that squad, that still aren't in that squad, that people were complaining about that wasn't in the squad. Bringing Tupou in for the last game.
Yeah, and he was very good.
Yeah, there wasn't like every time I heard a comment during the first 2 games about Australia, where's Tupou?
Yeah.
Where's Tupou?
Yeah.
And it's just like, maybe he hasn't had the greatest season, but it is a Lions series.
Yeah.
And he does bring a factor to the game.
Yeah, he did.
And he did.
He did.
He did. Him and Skelton were such fucking shit disturbers.
Yeah.
And, oh man, Nick White. What a fucking bastard.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I love him.
Me too. Do you know what? As much as he was famous for being a bit fucking dramatic when someone touched his mustache, it's exactly what you want from a 9 in that game, isn't it?
Yes.
Just a complete dickhead.
Yes.
That's exactly what a 9 should be.
You want him
Did it very well.
to be just annoying, and you want the crowd to hate him.
Yeah.
You want the players to hate him. You want the players to get angry so they make dumb decisions.
No, a 9 should be a pantomime villain with a massive mustache, actually. Yeah.
And he's like everything you want a 9 to be.
Yeah, he was good.
He's like the perfect scrum half in personality-wise.
And, he played really well.
Yeah.
He played really well. And in those conditions, that's the next thing I want to talk about is the weather. There's this old trope that the Northern Hemisphere should win in rainy conditions, as if it never rains in New Zealand, which you look at the rainfall, it fucking rains in New Zealand.
When it was raining...
Australia were better when it rained.
Yeah, and I thought that was going to be an advantage for the Lions.
But that's what I'm saying. I think maybe that trope is not as true as we'd like to think, because I have yet to see convincing evidence at Test level that is a factor that benefits Northern Hemisphere teams. It rarely does.
I thought it would.
Yeah. Didn't.
You guys fucking are born and bred in the rain.
So are Kiwis. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not like
Oh,
it's not like it's sunshine and smiles down there all the time in the weather. You know, like and in South Africa, yeah, it's hot and dry a lot of the time, but they have some adverse weather. I would say Australia is the one place where you could say the weather's pretty fucking nice there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like they don't know what to do when it rains. You know, it does rain
rains
there.
a lot, yeah.
You know, like I'm not saying it rains a lot.
I would just.
I don't think it's the biggest factor as people think. So when people are saying that it's going to favor the Lions, I don't think so. I don't think. And these are professional athletes, so they know how to catch a wet ball, you know?
Yeah, it was. The game right from the get-go was.
Mental.
It was mental.
It was a weird game. It was a very strange game.
There was just. I kept thinking, because okay, Aussie's coming out hot. They're hungry. They want to win this game. Yeah. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to wait this out, because Skelton and Tupou were fucking tearing it up.
They were.
They were just everywhere. They were giving... same with Hooper. Tom Hooper was fucking really good.
Yeah.
Like and I was like, okay, well, these guys are going to tire out, right? And our bench is going to come on. Our bench. Lions bench is going to come on and save the day.
Yeah.
Tupou and Skelton don't have, 80 minutes in them.
Because to be fair, they're usually injured within about 5 minutes each, aren't they?
But then the fucking rugby gods opened up the skies.
Gave them a big old breather.
Yeah, gave them an hour.
Yeah.
Because they had halftime, and then they came back for 2 minutes, and they had another 30 minutes, which turned into almost 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So they had over an hour to rest these guys so they could come out strong again. So I was like, wow, how? And then
it's like one of those boss fights in Resident Evil where you kill it and then it just gets its health bar and turns into a new monster, and you're like, oh, fucking hell.
And you lose Mauro Toji, you lose your captain.
Yeah.
And then you lose James Ryan.
Yeah. There was another one, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, no, was that Liner was HI'd from...
Yes.
That was Sheehan.
Yeah, who got cited for that.
He did. 4-week game ban.
But there's just... you're losing guys left, right, and center.
Yeah. It's rare I've seen a game where you take key injuries early on, i.e. your captain, and win. So when we went to watch Champions Cup final, Northampton-Bordeaux, they couldn't have had a worse start, Northampton, in terms of injury. And you knew from minute one, it was like, they've fucking lost this. Mm-hmm. I remember England and South Africa World Cup final, 2019, same thing. I think it was... Who went off early? Was it Sinclair? One of the props went off pretty much straight away. And you thought, they fucking lost it. They've lost it now because, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Carl Sinclair.
I think it was Sinclair,
yeah. But it was the same thing. It was like, if you do take those injuries early, rugby's the kind of game that it's hard to manage 80 minutes or 60 minutes if you've lost a key person in your team, right? Every single person matters massively in a starting 15. And another thing, you made this point before we started recording. I think it's an important point. Andy Farrell was saying things like, yeah, we're really motivated to make this a 3-0 series win. Of course you are, but as you said, the players didn't look that motivated to win 3-0. They were already partying, weren't they?
This selection thing was...
They're emotionally done.
The selection thing was...
bad.
I think it was bad on Farrell's part.
Definitely.
And he's been known for this.
Yeah. Ireland are known for this.
Yeah.
Because of him. And Schmidt was guilty of this under Ireland. Same guys all the time.
Really didn't want to change the team.
And the thing is, you can't do it at the cusp of the third game. You have to be rotating midweek in the first week of the tour, right? He didn't rotate enough, and it showed.
Because when he was playing throughout the series, I think before the Wallaby series, he was playing everyone.
Yeah,
everyone was getting a turn. And they were successful. There were some games that were closer than others, but the team looked pretty decent.
Yeah.
And then I think his whole mind was probably be consistent. He loves consistency.
He does.
So he wants to keep a team together so they gel more and more and become more and more cohesive.
Which makes sense.
Which makes sense for him. I just think that this has bit him in the ass more than once, because the Rugby World Cup, the last one, 2023, where he basically played the same Ireland team over and over and over again.
Yeah,
and he didn't need to do that.
And they looked exhausted.
Yeah, and and by the time they got to the quarterfinals, they were fucking tired.
And the thing is, I understand. You're right. Consistency is very good. Momentum is very useful. But if you do have a bad game, or one or two guys have a bad game, that's your hint to move, because you don't have to change the 15. Move one or two guys around, and you can still keep that continuity into momentum. And what
is Blair Kinghorn doing on the wing?
Yeah, no idea. Because
what's he doing on the wing?
And it's not like they were short of quality. I mean, yeah, James Lowe is someone.
I think they kind of missed James Lowe on that wing.
Well, he's got a lot of criticism, and then Bundyaki had, to be honest, a bad game.
He had a bad game.
Porter had a bad game.
Porter was
because he came off right after halftime, didn't he? Right after halftime.
He was
and Ellis Genge
scraped by. He was getting scraped up by Tupou there in the scrum.
Yeah, and his angle of attack in that scrum is glaringly illegal now. Like, he doesn't even care anymore. He's coming in at a fucking right angle, and he got away with that for a little bit. Anyway, that's by the by. But Genge comes on, plays much better. You think, why didn't you start Genge? Like, he's had a good tour.
I like Genge coming off the bench as. I'd rather have Genge coming off the bench for impact than Porter. I think there's he's got a bigger impact.
He does, but then
he's got a half. They both have both of these loose heads. They both have 80 minutes in them.
They do,
right? So
they do.
You could literally swap them at half.
That's true.
And,
that's true.
I like Genge is a real eye opener for this one. So I if I was Farrell, I would do the same thing. I want him coming off the bench.
Do you know what? Actually, and I don't want to go after the pack too much because I don't think they had more bad luck than bad games because Itoje going off injured, Ryan going off injured. There's nothing you can do about that, right? The backs though. And the back row, I'm thinking, Josh Van der Fleer really deserved more game time. But then you think, that back row, everyone was good. And we had this whole debate about Jack Morgan should play ahead of Tom Curry. Tom Curry was frankly excellent the whole fucking tour.
Yeah.
Right? He was hard to sub out at any point because he was excellent. And it pains me to say that as a Welshman complimenting an English guy, but he absolutely deserved his selection. And all the backup, Ben Earl was slick when he came on. Jack Morgan was great when he came on. So Josh Van der Fleer, you could say, that's bad selection, but there might have been just no room for him because the back row was very good the whole series.
Yeah, the back row was kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, but the backs, they were bad. The selection in the backs was bad.
Because they didn't, the whole Wallaby series, they kind of didn't produce anything.
No, they didn't.
This was like the forward pack did basically all the work.
Yeah.
And the backs kind of just were like holding the ground.
Just waiting for their moments, yeah.
Yeah, and
they weren't looking for work as much, were they?
The worst part about this game, too, was you have all these players. You got Blair Kinghorn on the wing, and Tommy Freeman goes off at 37 minutes, and you bring on Owen Farrell.
That was mad.
That's because that's what you have on the fucking bench.
Yeah, and
it's like you have a 6-2 split, so you got two backs, and your second back is Owen Farrell.
Yeah.
And you got to put Hugh Jones went to the wing.
Yeah. And we both agree Owen Farrell's a good rugby player, but we're supposed to be talking about the best, young, exciting, fit, peak of their rugby career coming on. This is the Lions. These should be the best players in their country by a country mile. And you're bringing on who is a good rugby player, but he's basically a Swiss Army knife on the wrong side of 30 again, right? Like, I like Owen Farrell as a player, but he's not the guy I want to see running on to add a bit of dynamism to the game.
Yeah, that's your dynamite. That's your game changer.
Yeah, he's not. He's a leader, right? But hopefully there's enough experience on that field that you don't need another leader on the field, right? Anyway.
I kind of wasn't like the series. Like, I think I could be wrong. Like, people will probably argue with me. I wasn't the biggest fan of Tommy Freeman in this.
It's like you said, though. I don't think any winger really got the chance to show what they could do in this series.
No, I think the only one that kind of showed his value was just his get out of jail free kick.
James Lowe. Yeah, and that's the crazy thing.
And he was physical in the run too. So he was like, it took a couple guys to take him down. He's a hard runner. He's not fast.
No,
but he's a big guy.
Yeah,
and he's a hard guy to take down.
Because even when James Lowe has a bad game, it's not like the end of the world, is it?
And he's a shithead too. So they needed that in this game too. They needed the shithead.
Yeah. Ready to jump in and throw hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they needed his cuntiness on the field, and he wasn't there. He had Blair Kinghorn kind of like just tap people's shoulders.
Yeah,
hey, I'm just happy to be here.
Can you stop?
I was kind of annoyed by Kinghorn too because he was just like too nice on the field.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing. I think there was a bit of an emotional hangover from winning the series. Like, a lot of those guys looked like. One of them looked like their child was just born in a car hours before the game. Congratulations to him.
I would have. Bundyaki.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have loved to see. Because Tuapolatu, he was good.
Didn't you say he was injured though?
He was, but he was passed. He could play.
He
was eligible. Mac Hansen was eligible.
Yeah.
Also,
well, Ringer was definitely out though, wasn't he?
You just mentioned his name. Van der Fleer was eligible. I don't know if Van der Fleer would have been in or out. But a guy like Henry Pollock. Like, get him in there. He would have been hungry as shit.
Well,
out there.
I think everywhere but the back row is what we're talking about there. But I agree with everything but the back row.
I feel like they didn't have, like, you had Gibson Park, fast and snappy out of the breakdown.
Yeah.
You had Finn Russell that could just make miracle passes and kicks.
Yeah.
And then you didn't have anyone kind of working off that. I think like someone like instead of Aki, you had Tupolatu there, kind of helping with Hugh Jones to create some stuff.
Yeah, and those guys know each other.
That tandem right there.
Yeah.
They could have created something. Could have.
I'm not really upset that they lost the game. I wasn't the most invested in this tour anyway. But I do think like not a lot of those players looked motivated to win a series 3-0 on that because they'd already won it, you know?
Yeah,
Let's
I feel
not forget,
like there was a little bit of hangover.
There's a lot of Lions fans talking like they've lost the series. They'd already won it. And that first test, they won that first game comfortably.
I think it's because of how they lost this game.
It is. Yeah, there was a bit of giving up going on, wasn't there?
Yeah, because like Wallabies really put their like foot on the pedal, and they didn't take it off the whole game.
No, I want to also.
It doesn't help when Rowan Keller comes on and he gets a yellow card.
Yeah,
and it's just like for fuck's sakes, like
it was tense game though, wasn't it? It was a lot of handbags. I also want to mention Max Jorgensen, who for me was the player of the series. Actually, that guy is only 21 or 22, and he's so good. He's such a game changer, and it's not often wingers get a lot of credit. Actually, no, they do get.
They
a lot
got
of credit.
some stars going.
Yeah,
but the Wallabies are losing a bunch of guys for this rugby championship.
They are.
So Tupou is going to France. Will Skelton's going back to France. I don't think he's going to be playing in the rugby championship.
No, and he's close to retirement.
I think Tom Hooper is going to France.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's going to France.
Yeah,
or he's going to the Prem. I'm pretty sure he's going to France.
Yeah,
so you got 3 guys going overseas right away here because like the season's starting up.
Yeah,
so they're out.
Yeah.
Nick White's played his last game.
Yeah.
Tom Lann is injured.
Yeah.
Fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
So it's just they're
paper thin, the Wallabies, aren't they?
Yeah. And where's Angus Bell going? Ulster. So I wonder if he'll be in the championship.
Wouldn't
and then
be
he'll
surprised.
go into the Ulster afterwards.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised.
But like man, they're losing a lot of guys. I don't know. It doesn't look that great for the Wallabies going forward.
When you say it like that, it does put into context that they have problems on the horizon, I guess. Yeah.
They just.
But a Lions tour that I was never that engaged with it for obvious reasons. But I think people will look back on this, like you said, the history books will record a series win.
Yeah, you kind of had a hate on this series the whole time.
I never hated it. I just genuinely wasn't that interested. Genuinely wasn't that interested. And why would I be? I've got one Welsh guy in it. Like what's my motivation to be interested?
Rugby.
Yeah.
The best of the best in Europe coming over to or in British.
We are so spoiled with rugby at the minute. I feel like I get like the creme de la creme of rugby every week. And this is great. Like I'm just a bit like we could take
Let's just be honest. We're just straight bitter about the lack of Welsh guys. The lack of Welsh guys just fucking killed it for you.
No, because I could be bitter about it, but I would like.
Saw all those
there's
Irish
a very
guys
good
and you're just
reason
like,
there's no Welsh guys in the squad. We're quite shit right now.
I was fucking surprised you and Lloyd wasn't on here.
Yeah, well, Sam Costello could have had a run out.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean, though. I'm not like I really don't. It's funny to joke about that, but the narrative around not Welsh fans but people, British, Irish people, is strangely negative about this tour. I don't quite know why, actually.
I feel
if
like
I was English or Irish, Scottish even, I'd be like, yeah, this is sweet. Like
the whole blame for the lack of excitement around the series because everyone thought that the Lions were to come in, stomp them.
Yeah.
And that's it. The blame for all this, it's Rugby Australia.
Okay.
Because they failed to properly prep the team.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
if they would have had a better and more flushed out preparation time for this series, fuck, this could have been a different series. The players are good.
Me and you though, several months ago said Australia we shouldn't even be going to Australia.
Yeah.
We said what Ben Young's been saying. However, I would like to pat myself on the back. I did say Australia would win a test, and you were like, not in a fucking million years.
I didn't even that game when they were losing. I felt I was just waiting for them to make the comeback.
Yeah, which they did.
Yeah, but with lack of preparation time, we could have had more engaging series. And I was wrong. I'm wrong about a couple things here. I'm wrong about Super Rugby. I shit on Super Rugby a lot, but fuck, man, these players play. These players play fuck rugby.
I know. I'm with you.
And I shit on Super Rugby all the time.
Me and you. We're like, how do they ever defend? How do they ever tackle? I was like, well, clearly they can.
Yes.
Clearly we're not watching enough of it.
Yeah.
Clearly they can fucking defend. Or is it just that Northern Hemisphere, Australia are one of those teams, whoever plays them, if the Space Jam Super Martians played them 10 times, Australia would win on a bad day 2 of those games. They're just one of those teams which will always have
a game in them. Yeah.
Argentina are like that. Even Wales, on the other hand, well, obviously we can't do that, but there's something about Australia that there's still rugby in their blood enough that they are always going to win. They're always going to beat the All Blacks every now and again. They're always going to beat South Africa every now and again, right? Regardless of what's going on. This is their lowest ever ebb. Genuinely.
Yeah.
And they can still do that.
I feel, and the one thing that has not evolved enough in the Northern Hemisphere game is playing the ball.
It is just,
they perfected the defensive rugby. They perfected the forward rugby.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the backs play, and flair, they're still like playing like it's fucking 2002.
And I'm not trying to be one of these, they're not real Irish or Scottish or Welsh or English people, but look at the exciting players that we've brought with us for this Lions tour. Mac Hansen, Van der Merwe, James Lowe, Jameson Gibson Park, Tui Pelotu, Bundiaki. And I'm not saying these people aren't the nationality of the country they play for, but it's not a coincidence they were born in countries which were known for their attack in rugby, right? We just don't produce players like that.
I don't think it's the players. I think it's just the style.
It's the system, isn't it?
It's the system. The system
that's what I'm saying.
Holds back. The system is like
it's too rigid.
They play. Yeah, it is. It's too rigid. It's too systematic.
Yeah.
They don't risk it enough.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. We don't trust the players.
You look at the All Blacks team. They have like fucking bazillion handling errors.
Yeah. Doesn't matter
in a game because they're chucking that ball around all over the place.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Right? Yeah, but through that they, create opportunities.
You have to make mistakes. You have to break a few eggs to make an omelette. Sometimes someone like Geordie Barrett at Leinster is a classic example of this. His rugby IQ was on another fucking level at times because he's allowed to play rugby in his own way as much as he wanted to until he's a very good rugby player. Someone like Lewis Rees-Zammit might be a good example. What's he known for? Being super, super, super fast. I'm not expecting him to have a high rugby IQ, right? I'm not expecting Tommy Freeman to be popping up in the middle of the field, winning a turnover. He's got one fucking job, right? It's too rigid. And this narrative about, Super Rugby doesn't tackle and defend enough, they don't need to. They're just good at rugby.
Yeah.
And the Australians are part of that, right? They're part. And so I'm totally agreeing with you. I've yet to see a Lions series where even when we go to the quote-unquote boring forward-heavy South Africans, they still make us look like kids with our back plays comparatively, right?
I would have, the games against, if they would have played South Africa instead of the Wallabies, those would have been low scoring, really attritional. Someone would have died. If they would have played that, they would have played the All Blacks. I think All Blacks just would have beat the Lions.
This is going to make me sound bitter. I do think that Lions team plays South Africa or New Zealand in a series, they lose.
I don't know about South Africa. I think they'd be close.
Yeah.
Because their style kind of really plays into the Northern Hemisphere style. It'd be close.
And you do play in a different way, don't you?
Yes, you played it a completely different way.
Yeah.
But the All Blacks would have fucking probably chewed this team up.
I think so.
Yes.
And it's hard to say that because I know it makes me sound bitter. And I would have wanted them to win either way.
Because the All Blacks would have been able to score a couple tries.
Yeah.
I think you would have saw a series where the Lions were just kind of beaten down at the door the whole time, just kind of dominating the whole game.
Taking 3 points every now and again.
Yeah, but the All Blacks would get that random messy ball and get a cheeky try.
Yeah,
and they would get 3 of them.
Yeah.
And
just be enough as well.
And it would be enough to win the game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you would see, that's what you would see.
Yeah,
right?
I kind of agree.
And that's the shit, the cheeky try stuff that the Alliance cannot
Just not
produce.
good at.
They have to really every point they get.
Yeah.
When you look at the games, they earn it. Like they have to work super hard.
Yeah.
They don't just get some random bounce of the ball and then they start offloading the shit out of it and then they're in the end zone.
That's why I was so impressed by Max Jorgensen in this series, because he was the epitome of what I expect from a Southern Hemisphere back, right? Just heads up rugby, catches a loose ball, and just puts the fucking gas on. And it's impressive. And it kind of makes me sad in a way, because you kind of have this Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere narrative, which a lot of the time I think is bullshit. But then you watch this series and you go, is it though? Like, are we just not? Is our rugby culture just too entrenched in rigidity and boring style of play?
Because I wouldn't say the talent of the players isn't there.
Yeah.
I would just say the system and the style kind of hurts the Northern Hemisphere rugby.
It seems like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Based on what I saw.
I still love it. Like I still love it, and it can still win games. But you got to be, if you're gonna play that style, like you got to be the bully on the field.
You do.
You can't let the Wallabies bully you.
No.
And they bullied the Lions.
Yeah, they did.
Right. If you're gonna play that style, that attritional style, you have to be the bully.
Because you can be. I've seen big teams get bullied just because their heart isn't in it, and that was actually this game. That was actually this game, right? If you when people talk about a big physical team, 20% of that is just emotion, just being an angry fucker, regardless of your size.
And it made it harder because the weather must have made it. It looked miserable.
It did look
out there.
miserable,
And I bet
didn't
those
it?
players were just wanting to get off that field.
Yeah.
They're just like, fuck.
I've been in those games, and those games are won by the team that wants it more every time. If you don't want to be there on a rainy day, and the other team does, you're not going to win.
Yeah, because like the Wallabies were like
they were so motivated,
10,000% in that game.
They were. They so
like when
wanted
you watched, even with when they were doing the lightning strike break, they went into they showed the dressing rooms a little bit. The Lions are like fucking sitting in beanbag chairs, chit-chatting.
Yeah. Tyke Furlong had Call of Duty up and was just on his phone. Finn Russell's checking the live match updates on his phone. Yeah.
Yeah, and then fucking the Wallabies were in it.
Yeah, they're doing a
they
fucking
were, like,
war
warming
dance
up
in the
on
training room, weren't they?
Yeah, they were warming up and they were staying warm. They were on the bicycles. They were doing stuff. They were yelling at each other.
Yeah.
Like they were going to war.
Yeah, for 40 minutes they did a big old just training session basically, didn't they? Yeah.
So they were making sure, and the Lions were like, yeah, all right, can I get some apple slices, please? Yeah, just a little bit of cheese and apple slices, please.
Like, no, not mozzarella.
yeah. So they're just like fucking.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's the Lions series.
That is the Lions series. Yeah. I feel like we're missing a kernel of what we really want to say, but fuck it, we talked about it a lot there.
I think we brought up all the points.
We did.
Yeah,
maybe we're just not that fucking original.
Owen Farrell selection, we kind of bashed that.
Do you know what? I'm just. It doesn't matter. We're just too ADD for being concise. I said everything I wanted to say about it.
I have everything checked off my little list here.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, we went off all the points I wanted to go over.
Fair enough. I didn't have a list, so good
you don't
for
even have. You have.
I've got a list. It's just very different. It's more concise. URC.
URC is coming up.
Yeah. Ins and outs.
Ins and outs.
First of all, general question. URC this season. Anything different going to happen?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this might be the year because there's some sort of pilgrimage of South African players back to South Africa.
It's Mecca time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's looking like this might be a South African. Wait, who won the Leinster won it this year?
They did, finally.
Yeah. I feel like South Africa it's going to be a South African team this year that's going to win it.
Yeah, and I want to agree with you because with the greatest respect to the other Irish provinces, Leinster are the ones who are the real threat because Munster, Ulster, Connacht, they're not on their day quite as good as their South African equivalent right now. Leinster could cruise this league still.
I feel like Leinster is going to be. This is the thing I think about Leinster this year. They have a really good squad.
They do.
Their squad is aging.
It is.
And they are also the Ireland team. They were like the majority of the fucking Lions team. There's a lot of rugby. There's a lot of miles getting clocked on these guys. Yeah. And I think this season is probably going to show that.
Do you know what? That is the thing I forgot to say about the Lions. So I'm going to segue into the URC with this. A lot of the Irish guys on the Lions tour are finally looking a bit old and tired. Aki, James Lowe, Porter, Tyke Furlong, Tyke Byrne, great players.
Well, they're all
of those except one of them is a Leinster player,
and all of them except for one is like not 30 yet.
Then they're all under 30.
No, they're all over 30.
Right,
now.
right. Yeah.
So like Ty Furlong is going to be 34.
Yeah.
Burns going to be 34.
Yeah.
James Lowe is 34.
Yeah.
Gibson Park is 35.
Yeah.
I think Josh Van der Fleur is like 32.
Yeah.
Jack Conan, I think, is 31 or 32.
Yeah.
Like these guys are getting up there in the ages of
yeah, you're right.
Of they're just getting onto that side of 30.
Yeah.
That's just where
the
miles start showing.
For me, it's always just noticeable. It's just a hint less speed. It's just a little bit less paciness.
Yeah, a little
whatever
less.
You do.
A little less physicality. A little. There's just minute things. They're still really great rugby players.
But to segue that into Leinster, all those guys you named, all of them over 30.
Oh, Dan Sheehan's probably Dan's
and
young
Porter.
As fuck, though. Porter's like 28, 29.
Yeah.
Dan Sheehan's like 25, 26.
Yeah.
So Sheehan's got some time on him.
Sheehan for me is still the best. He is actually the best Irish player right now.
He's still percolating. He's still turning into a better player.
He is. But having said that,
James Ryan's getting older too.
James Ryan is getting older. Dan Sheehan though, 4-match ban. And interestingly, I just read in his commission, the citation committee, he denied wrongdoing. So they didn't give him that little, we'll take some games off because you're a good boy. He was like, I didn't fucking do anything wrong. And then they were like, well, fuck, you have the full penalty.
Good.
Then.
I'm glad he said that. Good on him.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck it, I didn't do anything wrong. I just did whatever fucking else did.
Yeah, and that, to be fair, that's like I watched it. Yeah,
you guys changed the fucking game. What am I supposed to do there?
It was dangerous and reckless, like every other breakdown I've seen. Yeah.
Fucking Linus is just laying in there. His head. You look at him. He's looking at.
He was bracing for it, wasn't he? He was like, "Oh, this is gonna fucking hurt."
Here it comes.
Yeah.
He's like, like get the fuck out of there if you're gonna, like.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you. There's more nuance to it.
It's just like what's his nuts? Morgan's clean out. Like, what the fuck is he supposed to do there?
I was just saying this to my friend the other day. I know we're supposed to talk about USC, but I do want to say this. Imagine the guy is already clamped over the ball and he's in an illegal position, right? His head is lower than his waist. No one in the history of rugby is going to go, I better not go into that ruck because I see he's in an illegal position. So actually, I can't go in, sir. Yeah. It's a split-second decision in a violent contact sport. Mm-hmm. No one in the history of ever is going to actually go, my better decision-making is kicked in. I'm not going to fucking smash that guy.
Now,
you're just going to lose that ball and therefore the game.
Was Sheehan wrong to get cited? No.
It
was illegal what he did.
It was very illegal.
But in the side of the game, how fast it is, the level of play they're playing, shit like that's going to happen.
The breakdown is fucking ungovernable.
And if he's saying,
it's ridiculous.
If he's saying, I did nothing wrong, fine.
Yeah.
But he gets a 4-game ban?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever.
Yeah.
It's rugby.
It is rugby.
Like Tupou fucking Superman flew like 3 or 4 times into the rug, off his feet completely. He dived into them.
Yeah.
Right? No one said shit. I didn't say shit.
No.
I was like, ugh, I wouldn't want to be in that one.
Yeah.
Right? It was the refs. It was up to the refs to call it. They didn't.
Yeah.
And they just didn't call it.
Yeah. And it's like every time you play Tonga or Fiji or Samoa, everything they do is legal, but you go, if that was on the street, that would be assault.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucking smashed him in the sternum with his shoulder, but that was dangerous. It's just rugby. You're right. It's rugby.
But back to the URC this year. I think South Africa, like, you're looking at the pilgrimage of players coming back.
I'm just going to dip my toes into some ins and outs because we did have the screen up in front of us. So, to be fair, in a lot of the South African teams, there are a lot of retirements and outgoings. But I'm looking at the Stormers specifically. Corbus Reinach is coming back from Montpellier.
Yeah.
Ruan Ackerman from Gloucester. And he's been great for Gloucester. Who's this guy? Henkus Van Wyk from... Sorry, not Henkus Van Wyk. I can't say this name. I'm really sorry. Mchunu from the Sharks. Actually, no, these guys are coming from other parts of South Africa as well. Adre Smith. I don't know who that is.
Where is Andre Pollard going back to?
Oh, we were looking at the wrong team because I was all reading the wrong bloody names then. Yeah, you are right. Andre Pollard is leaving Leicester and is going to... Not the Stormers, the Bulls, I think. Yeah, there you go. No. Yeah, Andre Pollard going to the Bulls.
Yeah, you're going to have... I think you're going to see the Stormers, the Bulls, and the Sharks. Those are going to be 3 really tough teams.
Yeah, the Lions are always the ones who everyone ignores.
And
but
I think they're still good, though. The Lions are, like, they're not the greatest team, but they're also a team that could beat anyone on their day.
That's the thing. We kind of treat them like the Dragons of South Africa. They are far from it.
Yeah,
they're a very good.
better.
They're way, way, way better. Absolutely. And remember,
they're more like they're more on par with
they're like an Ospreys, aren't they?
Edinburgh or Ospreys or
like consistent.
What's the Benetton?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they can take a scalp if it's their day.
Very not likely, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if they made the playoffs. That's they're a decent team. Anyway, sorry, I was Stormers got some good guys coming in. Bulls are the team I'm thinking of, because they've got Andre Pollard coming from Leinster. They've got Kurtley Andrese coming back from Japan. They have got like a bit of a homecoming in both the Bulls and the Stormers here.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about the Sharks last season as if they should win it because they were basically the Springboks.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm looking at the Bulls, I'm looking at the Stormers, and the Sharks. They've got 3 fucking stacked teams, So I wouldn't be surprised if this is sort of a crystallization of the URC where it's South Africa and Leinster just kind of dominating for a few years. We might be going into a period of that.
I think the best chance for the URC teams, the European clubs, to succeed in moving forward in like the playoffs and stuff is if they deny South Africa home games.
Yeah.
That's their best bet.
Yeah.
They have to like deny home games and make them travel.
Because there's still one thing that is true. Whatever, I don't know why. South African teams are shit at traveling. They regularly lose on the road. I still don't know why. And even Welsh teams are taking scalps in South Africa.
Because they're used to, like, these South African teams historically, like, they played in Super Rugby.
Yeah.
Where the traveling was crazy.
And they won Super Rugby
time zone
titles.
Changes are days.
They are,
right? And you're just like, you're in a different day.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's not, you are traveling far, but you're still in the relatively the same time zone.
There's no, it's strange that they're worse at this than they seemingly were at Super Rugby, I guess. I want to look at Leinster a minute because they're the funniest of the players. They've got 2 guys coming in, and one of them is only slightly coming in because he's Harry Byrne. He's just in Bristol for a bit on loan. He's coming back for a bit. The only other signing is Rieko Ioane. Fucking amazing signing, but that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
And I wonder where they're going to play him.
I think centre. I think they're just literally doing exactly what they did with Geordie Barrett because Rieko Ioane and Geordie Barrett basically are the same positional player, aren't they? Can play centre, can play fullback, can play wing if they need to. I think it's the same thing. They're getting the same guy, And then you look at players out for Leinster, Cian Healy.
Yeah, he retired.
Ross Byrne, Geordie Barrett.
Ross Byrne is going to
Gloucester.
Yeah. I think he needs a team.
He does. He's good enough to have his own team.
Yeah, he needs 100%. A team.
I'm a bit surprised by Ross Byrne leaving because Prendergast is obviously the starter, but he needs a backup.
Yeah, well, he's got Frawley still there.
How are we talking about fucking Irish 10s again? Fuck's sake.
You brought it up.
I did.
You brought this up.
Fuck, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also like one of the best teams in Europe too. So
yeah, fair enough.
So that's true. You're always gonna be talking about them regardless.
Yeah, that is true.
I think they probably have they probably have another academy kid.
Yeah, I have no doubt. Yeah, and they didn't list their academy promotions here.
What do you think about Cardiff's little signing stuff there?
It's a bit. Cardiff is mental in terms of ins and outs because we are losing some absolute rock stars. Seb Davis, Thomas Young might have been the best flanker in Wales. Him and Tipper, like Thomas Young does not get the credit he deserves. He was a game changer regularly, whoever he played for. Mm-hmm. He's going to the Dragons at 33. Mackenzie Martin was kind of supposed to be the next Falatau. He's going to the Dragons. Tynus de Beer, the saviour of Welsh rugby, also going to the Dragons. Ray Lilo holding down the centre at Cardiff for years. At 39 is finally retiring. Gabe Hammer-Webb was a revelation on loan. He's going back to England. Reagan Grace. Do you know the story of Reagan Grace?
No.
So he was a huge rugby league player. Like he was very, very good rugby league player. Came to Bath, had a season of injury. Came to Cardiff, had a season of injury, and he's like, okay, fuck it, I'm done. So if that whole list is a bit like, wow, Cardiff are losing some guys, but then we're getting Javen Sebastian from Edinburgh, who is a handy prop. Like, he's not the best prop, but he's handy. Sam Wainwright from the Scarlets, also, again, decent enough prop, needs some props. Tane Basham from the Dragons. Johan Lloyd, your favourite from the Scarlets. And then they do have some good academy guys coming up. So it's a bit like replacing the bathwater entirely. There's a crazy bunch of guys leaving, but we are replacing them with some good stuff. So
out of the 4 Welsh teams, what do you think is gonna? What do you think?
Well, you look at Dragons ins and outs. They're getting half of Cardiff, and they're getting some couple of Tongans, couple of South Africans. In one of them, Tinus de Beer. But the amount of times I've said it's going to be a year where Dragons get better is fucking depressing. I do think Dragons will get better. But in an environment where everyone else is getting better, they're just going to stay the same. Because everyone is going in the right direction in this league. I just can't see Dragons doing anything just because the competition is increasing. I think Cardiff I think they'll probably do about what they did, maybe make playoffs. Ospreys are probably the best position because I really like Mark Jones. Scarlets, things started to click and they made the playoffs and they made some good signings. I think Scarlets will be the best Welsh region this year. We'll see. What about your team, Munster or Galway? Who's your team this year?
Well, Connacht is not looking good.
No, they're not.
They're not looking good, and I don't know.
They've lost so many.
Munster's a weird one because they have, they had a bunch of guys retire.
They did. Oh, Munster's retirement list is mental.
And so having like Archer,
Kilcoyne,
Omani retiring, that's a good leadership.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to rely on some youth.
Yeah.
I think they have they have a younger team. They got some younger guys that this year is a year for them to step up or step down. It'll really show. This year will be the year for Munster to see how these younger guys are really gonna play out because there's gonna be a lot more. They're gonna rely on them a lot more because they're gonna be throwing some kids out. So you're gonna really see what Munster has in their back pocket.
Yeah, they've got 6 academy promotions in this list, which is a lot. It doesn't sound like a lot. It's a lot, actually.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Compared to other teams,
So I'd like to see that. The concerning thing is like the under-20 squad for Ireland was bad.
No, and that's strangely as well.
Yeah, they were bad.
On paper, they look good.
Yeah, and which was concerning. So yeah, you're gonna have to see. They have some guys that were injured last year, like Edwin Adogobo or whatever.
Yeah, Gavin Coombs didn't play as much as I like as well.
Yeah, is he leaving? No, he's staying. He's there.
Liam Coombs is leaving.
Yeah, but we'll have to see these younger guys. There's a lot of younger guys at Munster, and this is their year.
Yeah,
they have a lot of leadership leaving, a lot of guys leaving. So this is the year for the young guys to step up and really show what they have. They might not be the best team this year, but you're gonna see what you're gonna see on a Munster is what they're gonna be like in the next few years.
Yeah, I agree. Right? I never write Munster
I could be wrong.
Either.
I could be wrong.
But Munster,
Exeter, young team.
Oh, that didn't work at all, did it?
They looked like they're gonna be the team for the next 5-6 years.
Yeah,
and then they completely fucking melted.
Yeah, they did.
Right,
they did shit the bed, didn't they?
Hopefully you'll see this year. You'll see what kind of team they're going to be. They're not going to do anything special this year, but you're going to see if they're going to be if they're going towards being a good team or they're going towards being a shit team.
You know what though? Like I was just saying, I never write Munster off. They just have something. I think they have a good culture.
I just think they're in a position right now that they haven't been in a lot of years.
Yeah.
Since I've been in the last 10 years, they've always had a very distinct core and some very good, talented
big
players.
Names. Yeah.
Right? But Connor Murray's gone.
Peter Amani.
Peter Amani. There's a lot of guys. Tyke Byrne is going to be... Not Tyke Byrne. Tyke Byrne.
He's staying, I think.
Yeah, he's staying, but he's getting older. He's going to have to take less of that load.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as the most vocal guy either. He's a bit like Tipuric, great player. I don't know how much he does in terms of locker room chat. I've no idea, but that's just the impression I get.
And this year too, I really hope. What's his nuts? The guy that came from the Crusaders.
To Munster.
Yeah, that prop.
Oh, Jaeger.
Jaeger.
Yeah.
This year, he's really got to do something.
He was not all that, was he? No.
Fuck, I thought he was going to be.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to be the
him up
next
as well.
rock. Yeah, I talked to him hard.
Yeah.
He was good with the Crusaders. He's a good player.
Yeah.
And he was just kind of. He was in and out of the squad. A lot of injuries.
A lot of injuries.
So hopefully this year he's coming in. Healthier.
Yeah.
And he kind of has because they need someone to come out of their shell.
They do.
Because they Tyke Furlong and Finley Beelum are getting older.
You're right.
And they are
in an Ireland context, not
in
a
an
Munster.
Ireland context. So they need
Yeah.
someone like Jaeger to like really kind of step up and take on that role. Even though I think he is like, I think he's like, fuck. I hope he's not. I think he's like 32 or something.
Well, you say it often. Props age is way less relevant than other positions, isn't it? In fact, the older the better. He's 30.
Yeah, so he's got a chance.
He's not a young man, is he?
He's got but for a prop.
Yeah.
Like Ollie Jaeger, he's 30 years old this year. So hopefully this year, like this is like the year for him to step up. He's a big dude, 6'4", almost 300, like 280 pounds.
Yeah,
like he's a big boy.
Yeah.
So like hopefully he picks up his he pulls up his pants and takes charge of this. Because there's a tight head prop position in Ireland.
There is. They're going to start advertising pretty soon, aren't they? Because Tyke Furlong, I think he is starting to go into his calcified era, but he doesn't look as mobile around the park. People forget Furlong actually was good around the park. Not in a jokey, he's a shit scrummager. He was the best tight head in the world.
In the first two Wallabies games, he was great.
He was great, genuinely. Yeah. I just think he's lost a bit of his breakdown work. He's lost a bit of his carrying work, but as a scrummager, still one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But you are right. After him, there's room for a guy now, isn't there?
There is room for a guy. They need a guy.
Yeah.
Finley Beelum's like 34, 35.
And to be fair, I'm not slagging him. He was actually very good as well on the lines.
But he got minced when he went up against that Pacifica pack.
Yeah,
they were fucking mincing him.
To be fair, they were mincing everything.
Yeah,
they were just big boys, weren't they? I just want to mention Ulster as well because it's funny to me. Every time Ulster make a big international signing, they just are not that. Was it Vincent Koch? No, it wasn't. It was.
It was Ginger Nader who just retired.
Yeah, and
Stephen Kitsoff.
Steve, thank you. God, that was killing me. Stephen Kitsoff. Yeah. Vermeulen, same deal.
I thought Vermeulen was all right, but he wasn't the game changer they needed.
Exactly. And so they've just signed Angus Bell, 24 years old, from the Waratahs, and every Australian is saying, why the fuck aren't we picking Angus Bell at? I'm just excited for him to be shit at Ulster. And I love Ulster. I actually do genuinely like Ulster. They're my favourite Irish team because the brand of rugby they historically played. Love their attacking play. But it is always fucking hilarious to me when they bring in a big name and like, this is our year, guys. And then this international signing is just injured the whole time.
Yeah.
And then what's R.G. Snyman doing? Has he made any announcements? Is he doing his Mecca pilgrimage to South Africa?
No, he's still at Leinster.
He seems happy there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's going to be at Leinster for a while.
Yeah, I think so too.
They're going to keep him there for a long time.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
So, well,
yeah, that's it from me.
I'm good.
I'm good too.
We have talked about everything we want to talk about.
Jumped around all over the place.
Well, friends, like and share the podcast everywhere.
Yeah.
Show it to your mom. Show it to your uncle. Show it to a guy down the street. Just walk up to him and be like, hey, have you listened to the Friends of Rugby podcast?
Do you want to do any shout-outs today?
I don't have any shout-outs.
Should we shout out Katie Poshler again because she loved it so much last time?
Oh, yes.
Katie.
Number one, Katie.
Thank you for listening.
Our main fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gabby, thanks for listening, bud.
Yeah. Well, have a good one, folks.
Okay, thanks. See ya.